my goodness, decadent desserts this morning here at HSN. And I'm your host, Amy Bravo. And look at this cutie that's with me this morning right here. This is a beautiful jar that is available, but it doesn't come alone. It does not come alone, and we're gonna show the details with you. I just wanna invite and say good morning to my beautiful guest, Stephanie Roberts.
Good morning.
How are you? Thanks for being
really
here.
Good. We have such a wonderful way to kick off your fall season. I know
Absolutely.
we're all getting into the decorating mode with these David's jars. You have some great choices to make this morning. So we have the choice of our Harvest Pumpkins, which I absolutely love. To me, these are just classic, and you can do it in the very elegant white or the orange, or as I found works best in my home, one of each, because they definitely have a little bit of a different feel. You can go a little more whimsical with the pumpkin, and to me this is just very, very elegant, the white. And white, of course, very, very in right now. And I will tell you what those come with in detail, but you definitely get a wonderful David's treat, the pecan melt away on the inside. Or you could choose our wise old owl. Now, owl's a very important symbol of knowledge, of intuition, just very classic. So again, the very elegant all white ceramic owl, gorgeous, 360 degrees of hand-painted perfection. Or again, a little more whimsical, our brown owl. And what I want to point out on the brown owl is the attention to detail. Remember, all of the David's cookie jars are hand-painted, so you can see the different striations in the color, a light brown, a dark brown. But if we lined 500 of these up side by side, none of them would be identical. Each and every one has its own personality. I love his big, wise eyes. Again, the contrast with the yellow and black. Every little detail has been attended to. He's sitting on a little bed of fall leaves. And again, the feathers carefully painted all the way around. And the treats in the
baby doesn't come alone.
No, as Amy said, none of these come alone. Let us start with the owl, because I am in a chocolate mood early this morning. So our owl comes with three different types of David's brownies. Let's start first with our traditional chocolate chip brownie. Inside the David's brownies, nothing but fudgy goodness. Look how moist and delicious this brownie is. Now, what I love about our David's brownies is that each and every one is made with the highest quality chocolate. This is chocolate that you cannot buy at the grocery store to make at this level brownie. So the way the flavor explodes in your mouth. These come individually wrapped, so you can pop them in the freezer, have one anytime you want one. Each bite with the chocolate chips on top and the moist fudginess in the middle. But I do love the fact that they are individually wrapped, because that way they're safe and wonderful in the freezer for up to 6 months. They'll stay fresh on your counter for 48 hours easily, and then you just warm them up just a little bit. Then you can keep them in the freezer for whenever you need them. And then, of course, you can fill Wise Old Owl up with anything else you would like. So the chocolate chip brownies come in the owl.
You get 3 of those.
Yes, and then we start to get into our fall harvest flavors. These are our Butterscotch Brownies.
Look at that.
I love...
You also get 3 of those.
I love the way these melt in my mouth. The butterscotch on top, the drizzle, a little bit of a crunch of a nut. It's just the perfect balance of smooth and crunchy all at the same time.
I'm sorry, Stephanie. I think
fudgy.
2 brownies.
Yes,
2 brownies. I just want to make sure.
Chocolate chip, 2 individually wrapped butterscotch, and 2 individually wrapped red velvet cheesecake, which we will get to. But I love the butterscotch because, again, it's one of our seasonal flavors, and it's just that hint of sweetness on top with the crunch of the nut, and then, of course, that soft, moist, fudgy deliciousness on the inside. So it's a really, really nice balance. And if you are doing any gifting this season, just the way these look with the color of the butterscotch on top, just a very fall look.
It is.
So, and I like the fact that you get 2 of each, because if you're very generous, that way you could keep one and gift one.
Yeah.
That will be very hard to do. You're going to want to eat them both.
Absolutely.
And then one of my all-time seasonal favorites, making a wonderful comeback, is our red velvet brownie. And the white stripe there, Whereas traditionally a red velvet cake would have cream cheese frosting, our brownie has a stripe of cheesecake. So it is truly a red velvet experience with the cocoa on the inside with the red velvet cake. Red velvet, oh so incredibly trendy right now. And then instead of icing with the cheesecake, look at that, it's just enough so that we keep the moist deliciousness of the brownie, but you have just a hint of cream cheese there. So if you think, well, I'm not a big cheesecake person, no, this is the perfect blend of the cocoa and then the creaminess on top. So something for everyone with the rich, decadent fudginess, the hint of sweetness on top with the butterscotch, and then the red velvet brownie. Again, Amy, each one individually wrapped. It will keep in your freezer for up to 6 months. If you have willpower greater than I will, you bring home Mr. Owl, and then you have treats in the freezer for any time this upcoming holiday season. If you're at my house, the treats will be gone in a week, and then you use Mr. Owl for flour, for sugar. You can fill him with cookies. Because look at this, I want to show you. I don't want to pick him up too far, but you see how I'm lifting him only by his head?
Yes.
That's because we have a silicone seal in the lid here, and that really makes him great for anything that you want to put on the inside there. And it is a good sized jar, perfect for coffee beans, perfect for flour, perfect for sugar. The one thing I have seen with the white that I really like, because it's such a classic look right now in the kitchen, is you can pick up more than one of these and use it on your counter for flour and sugar or coffee, and then you'll have a matched set there. And you know, something fun with the owl that we've done with some of the brown ones too is, you know how owls can turn their head around? So you can actually offset the head to kind of look like he's a whimsical owl, and maybe change him so he might be looking a different direction every time you go by.
I love it. So remember, when you're getting your owl, you're going to get the brownies with that, okay? Because you have two choices. I know it's a little bit confusing right there on the screen. We're showing you the owl right now. You get 2 of each of the brownies that we share with you, that Stephanie just described to you. And what I love about David's cookie too, it's the freshness of all the products when you receive them. We don't ship anything to you until we don't bake anything until you order, actually. And then we don't ship anything to you less than, what, 2 hours? We do it less than 2 hours after it's been baked.
That's right. When you place your order is when we start the baking process for your order. So that makes it as fresh as can be.
It's like made at home.
The cookies, it is better than you can make at home, because these are ingredients that we can't even get in our grocery stores. The freshest, richest chocolate. And because think about it, in a brownie, it is the quality of chocolate that matters. So at David's, we are able to bring in the finest ingredients with the chocolate, with the vanilla, with the butterscotch drizzles on top of our brownies. And these are hand-topped, so that each and every individual brownie has the perfect amount of chocolate chips, the perfect amount of butterscotch drizzle and nuts, and every red velvet is perfectly striped with cheesesteak. So that all comes with our owls. I do want to talk about our pumpkins, because I think what I love most about these jars is that you can set them out now that we're getting into the fall season, and you can leave them out right up until Thanksgiving, because this isn't Halloween. This is, as I like to say, it's not Halloween decorating, it's harvest time, because you really stretch your decorating dollar with these. The white, to me, perfect in a formal room. Again, each and every David's jar is different.
Most limited, Stephanie.
Okay, I believe it too. These are going to be very popular. The hand-painted stem, kissed with gold around the top. Again, just giving it a very formal and very classic look. An acorn, a leaf, and look at that, the individual veins on the leaf are painted in by hand. Tons of detail. Ceramic glazed both inside and out. So no matter what you put in your jar, it will be food safe. No worries there. And I love the fact too that the pumpkins also coming with that silicone seal. So everything I put in there gets nice and tight. So look at that. I can keep the lid on and not have any rattling. a beautiful centerpiece. You could put potpourri in it. You can put other harvest candies in it, but most importantly, they come with our best-selling cookie here at HSN. David's is celebrating our 14th anniversary with HSN. Oh, and look at that massive nut that just came out. I love it. These are our pecan
Those are the little
meltaways.
surprises that you're going to get with every bite.
You get the powdered sugar on top. The reason we call them the meltaway, of course, the rich buttery goodness. You put it on your tongue and it just melts away. Gorgeous pieces of pecan inside. And these are the cookies that really define David's. This is the original type of baking, the type of baking that your grandma would do and that you just really kind of associate with home and goodness. It's that mix of crunchy on the outside and melt away goodness on the inside. What I also like is the way these come to you in a box separately. So if you don't want to use them in your pumpkin, if you don't want to use them right away, you can actually gift them away, or they are shelf stable in your pantry for up to 4 months. So white pumpkin, orange pumpkin, or one of each. The decision's definitely to make with our pumpkins. The orange pumpkin can actually go more formal, or also you could dress it up in more if you're doing a more youthful, maybe Halloween or Thanksgiving theme. It also has the acorn and the leaf and the stem, but rather being painted in that more formal gold, it's done in a brighter color with the green variations in the leaf and also the very different colors of brown all in the stem. Anyone who comes in your home and sees this will notice the attention to detail in the painting. These look like they cost tens of dollars more, many more dollars than you are being asked to spend today. And what I like about them is they're keepsakes. These are decorator-worthy pieces that you are proud to have in your home. So often our harvest and Halloween decorations just very honestly look cheap. You know, I mean, that just kind of happens with the holiday season because you don't want to make a massive investment in something that's only out a few months of the year.
Right.
But again, this is harvest, not just Halloween. Mine are already out all across my homes. My owls, my pumpkins, my leaves, and I don't have to put them away after October 31st. I can stretch this and leave it out right through Thanksgiving.
I agree. And I love the fact that we're doing 2 flex payments here, less than $13 to get it home for the pumpkin. As you see right here, you get the pumpkin with about, 6 ounces of the pecan meltaway, 16 ounces. Yes. So that you're gonna get a great amount of, you know, the meltaways here, which are gonna become your favorite. These are amazing. They're just gonna kind of melt in your tongue. It's just the perfect flavor.
It's the crisp on the outside and the buttery goodness on the inside that you look at this.
And so we also have reduced shipping and handling for this.
We love that.
Yes. We also have reduced shipping and handling as well for both. So that was the price for the pumpkin right there, $24.95. And then we also have the owl. We don't want to forget about that because it's so cute. You're going to love it. Just as a decoration, and then like really the brownies are just like a big surprise. So and there they are.
Choices there, So the choice of the white or brown owl, each of the owls comes with 2 individually wrapped chocolate chip brownies, 2 individually wrapped butterscotch brownies, and 2 individually wrapped red velvet brownies. So think owl, think big chocolate brownies, because the owl is a little bigger.
Yes.
And then the choice of a white or orange pumpkin, and each of the pumpkins comes with 16 ounces of the famous David's pecan meltaways, a very classic David's cookie. I will tell you, they are just as good with coffee in the morning as they are with tea and cocoa in the afternoon.
That's what I'm thinking
any type of day. I will admit, these have become a bit of a breakfast food in my house. I think that's okay to have meltaways for breakfast, isn't it?
They're a nice size.
Yeah, they are. They're the perfect little size, and they are amazing with your coffee.
So the owl, and I apologize, I had to go in for this one. The owl, it's actually $34.95, and I love it. It's also on flex payment, $17.48 for that one, as well as we're doing the reduced shipping and handling for the gorgeous owl. Remember, you're getting 2 of each of the brownies that we're presenting, that red velvet. Wait until you try that. Oh my goodness. I love what you said as well. You know, you can also cut these in 4s. I had my son's birthday party the other day, and that's what I did. I got the David's Cookie
brownies.
And
absolutely.
It was just the perfect little snack after eating
absolutely.
our meal.
So this is the full brownie. We can do it for you. You break it in half, you can cut it into quarters, and then you can make a plate of your bite-sized brownies there. And I love some of the decorating ideas that Olga has done for us. She is absolutely amazing. Put some little pumpkin candies around, put some little faces on them. So you are going to get enough treat here that you can be as creative as you want as you go into the harvest season. But two great ways to decorate your home as we come into the fall season with wise owls and, of course, very classic pumpkins. Not to mention some amazing treats to go along with them.
That's right. They're so beautiful. You're gonna want to keep them there all the time. Just to look at this little owl and that beautiful pumpkin. So elegant. That white one. It's calling my name. So that one is actually the most limited. So just wanted to let you know that.